Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Special Hobby. It's a kit in 1/72 scale which copies DH.100 Vampire FB Mk.9 or Mark 9 as some of you said. That's the right way of saying, but nevertheless we have a commercial sample. That's the final shape of this kit, and it will be interesting to open it together with you and see what is actually supplied in this nice box with a beautiful box art on the front. So first of all, I have to note that here I guess we have 4 marking options, and kit number is SH72455. Here you can see comparison with my hand. Box art is really nice, as I said before. Here on the side we have also note that it's made in Czech Republic, and on the opposite side it's pretty much the same, while on the rear you'll find 5 marking options which are included into this kit, and I would say they're not that colorful, but still it will be an interesting choice for a small scale aircraft with 2 tail booms. So this is a side opening box, and inside we have, I would say, rather tight packaging, so everything stays in place, and I hope that nothing will be, let's say, damaged when it will arrive to you. Here we have assembly manual, and sprues are packed together with a Decals sheet and also clear frame. So I'm going to open them, and that will be quite quick because we have a resealable plastic bag, so it's not a difficult task, and we'll check everything together in a second. So I suggest we start with the gray plastic sprues because they are, let's say, dedicated to all main parts, and we have only 2 of them here, so I'll zoom in a bit. Here you can take a closer look at the first one. So here we have tail booms, we also have some nose sections, actually not noise but nose, but I am just checking the second sprue because as far as I remember there were 2 nose sections, but here we have only 1, but it is molded as a single piece part, so it also means that you won't have any seams in such visible area. We also have main wheel wells pre-molded, and if I zoom in a bit more, here you can take a closer look at the panel lines on the wing parts. Note that wing mechanization is pre-molded, so be careful while working with this stuff. And here you can see that inside we have some guiding elements which will help you with alignment of wing parts together, and also with the tail booms, because here we also have the guiding pins which will be helpful with such unusual design, let's say. Next we continue with another gray plastic sprue. So here we have 2 fuselage halves, and overall design or parts division is rather unusual, I would say, because we have the whole fuselage divided in a horizontal section, and also it should help you avoid any unnecessary seams and gaps because it repeats the panel lines as far as I remember. We also have landing gear wheels, but you can replace them with the resin upgrade set from CMK in case you would like to have a better features on your aircraft. That's the way to go. And of course, if I flip it over, here inside you'll find guiding elements, so do not worry, even though the design is quite unusual, still there are some helpful things, let's say pre-molded, and that's why you shouldn't worry about any difficulties while assembling this model. Next we continue with a small plastic bag which is dedicated to clear frame, so I'm going to open it right now and we'll check together what are the clear parts included here. So you can see these are mostly canopy parts, and I would say molding quality is really excellent here, but masks are not included. You can get them separately from Special Hobby, so I would rather recommend to get them together with this kit because it will speed up the assembly process and also make it easier to get the nice paintwork on your model, because otherwise you'll have a, let's say, hard time, especially if you don't have experience with the small scale masking and with complex shaped canopies as well. Next I'm opening a plastic bag with Decals sheet. So here we have a Decals sheet which is printed in Czech Republic, it's written, so I guess maybe it comes from Edward. So let's zoom out a bit. Here you can take a look. And printing quality is really excellent. We have all necessary symbols for, as you remember, 5 marking options, and that's why I don't think you'll encounter any issues. We also have some cockpit decals here, and for example you can find seat belts, and there was also instrument panel somewhere here. I saw it, yeah, here, because it's a white color print, so that's why it's not that easy to find. Next, we continue with assembly manual. So this one is printed in form of color printed brochure, small size, and on the first page we have a short history note. And overall, I would say it's a typical special hobby design. We have quite, I would say, sufficient information about this aircraft. Next, we continue with the parts map. Red crosses means that these parts will not be used. And assembly process starts with the cockpit, obviously. Then we join fuselage halves together. We start building wings, tail booms, and also we work on the fuel tank, landing gear. And do not forget that this is a 1/72nd scale kit, so that's why you have to be careful while joining all this stuff together. And maybe landing gear will be a bit tricky, so it's better not to hurry if you would like to get a nice result. And of course, maybe it's better to paint them as separate subsections. This will give you a better result and better control over the whole painting process. Here, by the way, you can see some assembly options, so obviously you can open the cockpit, and I guess the fuel tank installation will depend on the marking you choose. Here we have a small ad for the bonuses, which are, let's say, can be purchased separately. So first of all, it's a PE thread, which is made, as far as you can see, it is made together with Edward, and it is really handy, so do not underestimate it. Even though this is a 1/72nd scale kit, still all these upgrades will be noticeable, especially in the cockpit area. So that's why I would recommend to spend a bit more, install all these parts, and enjoy the nice result. And next you can see also mask set, so we reviewed some of such masks, and I can say that they're top quality, so it's a really handy upgrade which will make it easier to get a nice paint work, especially on such tiny model. And of course, resin wheels, well, this one is more of a nice to have upgrade. It's not, let's say, crucial, but still it will bring a noticeable difference to your model. So let's flip over the page. Here we continue with the first marking option. And this one is obviously the British aircraft from 1950s. Next we continue with another aircraft from 1954. And it comes from Beirut, Lebanon. Next we continue with 1955 aircraft from Jordan. Next is a New Zealand aircraft from 1969, and as you can see, it's a quite clean marking option, so maybe some others will prefer this one. Next we continue with the final one. This one comes from Egypt, 1954, and then we have ads for other kits in 1/72nd scale from the same brand. I recommend to check them. We have their reviews on the YouTube channel, so just type in the kit number and you will be good to go to see what is actually supplied in this kit. So overall we get a nice plastic kit in a 1/72nd scale, and I would recommend it to experienced modelers who would like to build their own small copy of the Vampire. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such a list. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.